Morning everyone, today is the day I'm going to be taking the Model Y on its very first long road trip, which is very exciting because we pretty much picked it up from the Mulgrave Delivery Centre, drove it straight back to Trentham, and since then we haven't had a chance to take it on a long trip. So this is about a 3-hour journey from Trentham to Beechworth that I'm going to be doing today. I'll get to Supercharge for the first time, I'll get to try out Autopilot on the Hume Highway, and the car's now preconditioned for me, which is such a good feature, so it's all warm and ready to go. I've just got to pack it. Fun fact, when you get a new Tesla, you may notice it's restricted to a slower charging speed like it was for me. Turns out this is actually just the charger needing to perform a firmware update, and apparently it does this automatically after the car has had its first full charge and you're connected to Wi-Fi. A very small thing to think about with the Model Y, if you are preconditioning the car on a cold morning like this morning and you've got the inside of the car nice and warm, and then you pack the car, opening the boot cools the entire car down, because in the Model 3 obviously the boot was separate, so this is something that has just occurred to me now. Yeah, I'm just going to have to heat up the car again. Alright, so the car was on 99%. I've just drained a little bit of battery by having the heater on. We can see the projected range is 427 kilometers. In total, to get to Beechworth from Trentham is about 300 kilometers. So it'll be a good test of the new Model Y. It's crazy how many stones there are on these country roads. We are still yet to commit to any sort of paint protection film or anything like that. We're just going to see how the car goes, and we're expecting that we will get some stone chips.
36 miles at that time, if my memory serves me correctly.
Alright, so I'm just pulling into Euroa now, getting close to the supercharger. We are at 50% battery, so it's taken half of the battery down from Trentham to Euroa, which is better than the Model 3 in my experience for that sort of driving 110 kilometers most of the time. So yeah, it's doing a good job. I have noticed a few differences with Autopilot, unfortunately. So the vision only system is just not as confident as the additional radar was in the Model 3. So there's probably 3 occasions where an unexpected phantom brake occurred, which I wasn't getting on the Model 3 at all. So interesting to note, and I will continue monitoring it. It seems fine on the freeway, but just on like other highway country roads, just doesn't seem as confident. I will just jump on here to make some additional comments before everyone freaks out, because I went on to continue using Autopilot for the remainder of the trip, which was about 6 hours of driving. And in summary, I'm still very impressed by the vision-only Autopilot system, especially at nighttime. It worked really well. I'm just really trying to compare differences between what we had in the 3, which was a radar-based system. Keep in mind, the vision-only system is the future, and it is going to continue to get better with software updates. Also, on a positive note, I did notice with this latest software update that in the event of a phantom brake, the car is re-accelerating back to speed much quicker than it used to, so that's a really good thing. Interestingly, it thinks that we would make it to Beechworth with 1% remaining. That was definitely never an option in the Model 3. First supercharge. Alright, we have arrived in Beechworth. It's school holidays here, so it's a lot busier than I was expecting it to be. The car used just under 50% of the battery from Euroa, so we've arrived with 26%, so I'll plug it in overnight and charge it up. Alright, so I'm just about to leave Beechworth and I've just washed the car and noticed a massive stone chip in the front bonnet, which is devastating to say the least, because this is bigger than any stone chip we had in the Model 3, and that went on many, many road trips. This is the first road trip we've done in the Model Y, so very unlucky. I'm going to have to investigate how I'm going to get this fixed because it's in such an obvious spot that I'm not really going to be able to live with it. So very disappointing. Anyway, I'm going to finish packing the car and then head to Euroa for supercharging and then back home to Trentham. So leaving Beechworth with 50%, the navigation seems to think that we're going to arrive at the supercharger at 11%. So let's see how it goes. Would you look at that? Bang on 11%. I'm very impressed by that. Made it back to Trentham. Car was phenomenal. Such a good car to take on road trips. I do prefer being that little bit higher up. But yeah, overall it was a very successful trip. Hope you found this video interesting and I'll catch you guys in the next one soon. See ya.